Beyond the plate, understanding our complex relationship with food, we often perceive struggles with food as a simple matter of willpower or discipline. Yet for countless individuals, the relationship with eating is far more intricate. Deeply woven into the fabric of their emotional landscape and personal history, it's a journey many embark on, feeling perpetually stuck, longing for a sense of normalcy that seems just out of reach. She feels trapped in a cycle, believing this is simply who she is. Despite desperately wanting the effortless, healthy relationship with food she sees in others, she understands where she is and where she wants to be, but the path forward remains shrouded in mystery. This isn't just about what's on your plate. It's about what's in your heart, your mind, and your past. She unknowingly created a dynamic where both restriction and eating, at different times, became strategies to manage her feelings. For example, a temporary high of successful dieting might offer a fleeting sense of control and accomplishment, stark contrast to feelings of overwhelm elsewhere in her life. Conversely, a binge might provide a desperate, albeit short-lived, escape from emotional pain or relentless self-criticism. As a young girl feeling like an outsider, she observed popular peers. To move beyond chronic dieting and binge eating, one must often relinquish the relentless pursuit of a perfect body. But why would Alara stop dieting if it feels like abandoning her only chance at confidence and self-assurance? For her, restriction became a flawed yet seemingly effective tool for temporarily boosting self-esteem. Every successful period of weight loss, however fleeting, reinforced this deeply ingrained theory. It's creating an internal tug-of-war. She yearns for food freedom, yet feels compelled to diet, fearing the alternative means never feeling good enough. This internal conflict is exhausting, trapping her in a cycle of striving and self-reproach, and began to internalize the idea that being skinnier equated to being prettier, more liked, more popular, confident, and ultimately, more fulfilled. This conviction formed in her youth has persisted into adulthood, leading her to genuinely believe that her body must look perfect to achieve admiration, respect, and self-acceptance. This isn't just a fleeting thought. It's a deeply ingrained belief system, almost an operating manual for her self-perception. Without recognizing these underlying motivations and developing new, healthier ways to process emotions, build confidence, and validate herself, the cycle persists. Breaking free isn't just about controlling food. It's about learning new ways to be. Uncovering hidden connections? Why we get stuck unbeknownst to me? This suppressed emotion manifested in my relationship with food. Intense hunger, cravings, and restrictive behaviors became my indirect means of managing unacknowledged anger. It wasn't until later in life that I connected these dots, realizing how profoundly my emotional landscape had shaped my eating patterns. This personal realization was a turning point, highlighting how interconnected our emotional lives are with our physical well-being and behaviors. Consider someone like Alara, a bright 25-year-old who has spent over a decade grappling with intense food cravings, feeling constantly hungry and oscillating between strict dieting and overwhelming episodes of overeating. What Alara, and many others, often miss is a crucial insight. Certain aspects of a challenging relationship with food, however flawed, can serve a purpose. They aren't just problems to be eradicated. They can, in a misguided way, offer a sense of utility. Let's delve into Alara's past. Growing up, her loving parents, while wonderful, weren't always comfortable navigating complex emotions. When Alara felt sad, angry, or hurt, their well-intentioned response was often to offer distractions. A shopping trip, a favorite meal, ice cream, or a warm hot chocolate. These gestures provided immediate comfort, creating a powerful, albeit unconscious, link between food and feeling better. As an adult, Alara inadvertently learned to confuse food with emotional regulation. This pattern, ingrained from a young age, became an automatic coping mechanism, so deeply rooted that its origins are now almost entirely forgotten. It's a classic example of how early experiences can unconsciously shape our adult behaviors. It's particularly concerning something as fundamental as eating. The brain forms these associations as a way to cope. And without conscious awareness, these coping mechanisms, even if initially helpful, can become limiting over time. As Alara matured, another layer was added. Restricting food and pursuing weight loss became a different avenue to seek emotional well-being. particularly to build confidence and self-assurance. My own journey resonated deeply with this. I once struggled with expressing anger, largely due to childhood messages to be compassionate and not get upset. The allure of transformation, body image, and self-worth. Alara's story also highlights another common thread: the powerful societal narrative connecting body image to self-worth. This deeply held belief creates a significant hurdle to fostering a truly healthy relationship with food. The unexpected comfort of the cycle beyond restriction. Binge eating itself can, paradoxically, offer a form of utility. While it brings intense feelings of shame and regret, it can also become the singular moment in a demanding week where one feels able to completely relax, indulge, and let go. In a life filled with stress, academic pressures, social obligations, future planning, and constant food thoughts, a binge can offer a peculiar, fleeting sense of relief and escape. It's an indulgence, a moment of profound relaxation despite the subsequent emotional fallout. This hidden enjoyment makes breaking the cycle incredibly complex. It's like a pressure release valve, albeit one with significant negative consequences. Yet it serves a purpose in the moment. Furthermore, the constant focus on food, despite its frustration, can also be strangely captivating. Planning diets, meal prepping, envisioning future weight loss, and dreaming of new wardrobes can provide a sense of purpose and accomplishment. This planning would generate an immediate rush of excitement and a sense of accomplishment. She'd stick to the plan for a few days, feeling empowered, only to eventually succumb to another binge, experiencing relief followed by emotional crash, perpetuating a relentless roller coaster. This cyclical pattern, while destructive, offers a perverse sense of predictability and even a fleeting sense of hope with each new start. This creates a fascinating push-pull. On one hand, the endless food thoughts are maddening. On the other, they offer an engaging distraction and a sense of control. These reinforce her belief that a certain body type is the key to acceptance and admiration. Even more subtly, the preoccupation with food can serve as a distraction from other stressors in life. Unconsciously, struggling with eating can become an alternative focus, allowing one to avoid confronting difficult aspects of school, work, or personal challenges. It provides a tangible, if ultimately unhelpful, problem to solve, diverting attention from other anxieties. This constant mental engagement can even feel like a hobby or a project, providing a sense of direction when other areas of life might feel less clear. Consider Ilara's typical pattern. After a binge, feeling low, she'd dive into planning a new weight loss journey, mapping out diets and future transformations. Additionally, external validation plays a significant role. When Ilara successfully loses weight, she receives comments, perceived as compliments, about her changing body. The path forward, beyond willpower. It's crucial to understand that these insights are universally applicable to everyone struggling with their relationship with food. However, by exploring stories like Ilara's, we can begin to see that focusing solely on fixing current eating behaviors often misses the deeper why behind their development and the needs they fulfill. If emotional eating provides one of the few moments of joy or anticipation in your day, because other areas of your life lack fun, excitement, or adventure, then the solution isn't simply to exert more willpower to stop eating. The very steps needed to move beyond disordered eating often require facing discomfort. If the solution is to cultivate more fun and adventure, it's incredibly hard to do when you're feeling self-conscious, distracted by food thoughts, or low due to a binge cycle. Similarly, if dieting stems from a desire for confidence and the solution is to build genuine self-esteem and self-love, stepping out of your comfort zone to achieve this is daunting when you currently feel insecure. It's a classic catch-22, but not an insurmountable one. It requires courage, self-compassion, and often support. The true solution lies in discovering how to infuse genuine fun, excitement, and adventure into your life. This could mean rediscovering old hobbies, exploring new interests, connecting with friends in different ways, or seeking out experiences that genuinely light you up. The goal is to build a life so rich and fulfilling that food no longer has to carry the burden of being your primary source of joy or escape. This is where the path to healing can feel most challenging. While it is absolutely possible to navigate this journey on your own, it can feel overwhelming and confusing. If you find yourself in this complex space and are ready to seek guidance to accelerate your progress, I'm here to help. You're welcome to book a complimentary 45-minute discovery call with me, where we can explore your unique situation and discuss potential pathways forward. You can also find more information and testimonials on my website. Taking that first step towards understanding these deeper connections can be profoundly transformative. Have you ever considered the deeper reasons behind your own patterns with food?